Hello everyone, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing, and I just wanted to show you that I made a decision on the markers, and when I went online to purchase them, the other type that I had, I could order the specific colors and get them, but I saw a 24 pack of Spectrum Noir markers for, I think it was $34.99 or something like that. So less than $2 a marker, which beat the other ones, and the package has enough blue, I think, to work for me, and green and pink and some oranges so I can make some nice flowers. So I thought I'm gonna try them out. I researched them a little. I know they're rated highly. I don't necessarily know that they're the markers for me, and I hadn't seen them or even held them in my hand until now. So all I've done so far is open the package, and I like how they feel. They're very big, and they have these little texture-y areas that you can hang on to, and it's marked chisel and then the smaller end. So I think that I like that marking. I like the fact that the green color is on both ends of the pen, so I'm not wandering like the other ones. So far, so good. And I don't know exactly how the color thing works, but I think JGs go together and BPs go together. So I'll try it out and see. And I just thought I'd test them a little bit and see how they feel in my hand. And as a comparison test, I'm using the same paper and the same exact stamp that I used to color with the other one. I have these holes because I've already die cut some of them, you can see. So just testing this out. Okay, this is way darker than I thought it was gonna be. So that was a bit of a surprise to me. And I would think that, wouldn't 2 be darker than, yeah. No, okay. Seems a little brighter. So I'm going to try that other one. And at this point, I'm not concerned with blending or how these turn out. I'm not even sure I'm going to use them. I just thought I wanted to see how they feel and how they are on the paper. They're nice and smooth on the paper. This is basil marshmallow. Just, it's what I was stamping on. I kind of don't like that sound that it makes. I don't know if you can hear that. That's a weird thing, but it's like that kind of chalkboardy. There we go. It probably has to do with my coloring. Okay, so they are darker than I thought they were going to be. Let's find, here we go. I don't know if you're supposed to put a JG with an LG, but I think this is probably the color I would have preferred to go with. So let's put some of it on here and see. Yeah, this is definitely the color. And I see that it is moving a little bit outside of the lines. That could have been me. Coloring and talking is not all it's cracked up to be. Okay, so I definitely like that lighter green. They're nice and smooth. I like how it takes some muscle to get the lids on. I'm not really sure what you use the chisel tips for. I think maybe if you were doing like larger artwork or something, but for making cards and that sort of thing, I'll probably just use the smaller end. It does take some muscle to get the caps off. And both ends are labeled. That's good because there's a good chance I'm going to mix these up. And it says 4 on the end right there. Honestly, I don't know why. But I can learn. Okay, let's see how the pinks are. Based on that, it would have been smart, right? Oh my. Okay, that's not the color for me. Oh no. Oh no. When they said bright, oh my gosh. Don't mind the craziness in the background. Okay, these are all really, really bright. Maybe that's why they were $35. My roses are going to be super, super, super bright. Okay, I'm looking for ones that line up number-wise, but I don't seem to see that in ones that I don't hate. Because if you've watched my videos, also they're not quite as fine tipped as the other markers. It's quite possible that these markers require a higher skill level than I have. And I don't know if you can see it, but it is bleeding way outside of the stamped area. And I guess that's a good thing. It's because they're not dry. So when you touch them to the paper, the ink flows out really well. And maybe I just need to get used to moving them faster. Yeah, I think that's probably it. So I'm just getting to know them, but it is a very different experience for me, let me tell you. And I think that's sort of the difference, right? In somebody who's really experienced with art supplies and somebody who's been maybe more of a scrapbooker. I'm pretty insulated as far as different paint products and markers and that kind of thing goes. Yeah, they don't really stay where I put them. So I probably need to learn how to control them a little better. But wow, I could make some bright flowers with these things. Okay, I may need to go back to my more entry-level markers because I don't really know how to do these. And it seems to me, I think part of it is if you watch that, they have so much ink that you barely have to touch the paper. So when you're hearing that sound and stuff, I'm probably putting too much pressure on them, which on nicer markers like this, you'll see on the package that it says they're refillable. It's because they expect you to have the skills to take great care of them and wear out the ink, but not damage the nibs and stuff. So you can't be real heavy-handed, which I know that I am. I mean, just in general, the way I write, the way I type, that kind of thing. Okay, I don't think we're going to be making anybody a card with this, right? That's a pretty safe bet at this point. But I can see that you're supposed to just barely touch it and get the paper on there. And it just flows out. It flows out like a paintbrush. I mean, that's really the difference. I'm not sure if you can see that at all, but it's almost like putting a paintbrush with watercolor or really moist acrylics on it, and it just flows right out. So I can see that there would definitely be some applications where if I had larger patterns or that kind of thing, this might work for me even. But I would definitely have to practice a bit. Yeah, I mean, I'm barely touching the paper, and the ink just comes right out. Fascinating. Okay, there's definitely going to be a learning curve. Big learning curve with these. I want to see, those of you who actually know how to use these markers might be dying right now, but I just want to try something. I kind of want to see how they layer up. This is a weird color too. Probably could have gone my whole life without owning that color. I want to see if they're all dark. Yeah, they're not just bright. They're very dark, really. Ooh, you know I like that one. That's a good color. Okay, there's a darker version of it. So what I don't see here, except for this one, okay, I may have to rethink my statement about the blue situation. So, there really isn't a blue in here, except for this one. So this must be BT8. This is BT8. So what I'm looking at, and I'm not sure if you can see it very well, is the color thing. So the colors on the paper and the labels on the ends are quite a bit different. And this is a teal. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what the T means. It's not blue like I thought it was going to be there. So that's kind of a letdown for me as far as the Brights package and the color palette. But I'm definitely going to experiment with them some more and get to know them, because there's going to be a big learning curve for me here. Okay, well, that's the unboxing of the Spectrum Noir markers, and then we'll move forward and see what else I make with them. Okay, thanks for watching.